Happy 4th of July and welcome to the first ever game at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium in Mansfield, Texas, as North Texas hosts CITY2 in their beautiful new stadium as a new era is set to begin in North Texas. Welcome in, I'm Josh Toll. CITY2 come to Mansfield Stadium with just one win in their last 8 games. That lone win coming against this North Texas side 4 games ago. North Texas, meanwhile, they've had 24 days off since they last played in a 1-1 draw against the Vancouver Whitecaps. They look to break in their new stadium with a win tonight against this CITY2 side. North Texas coming to tonight's match, having lost 4 straight to CITY2, but tonight they look to buck that trend as we take a look at our starting lineups. We begin with North Texas. Head coach John Gall will have his club in a 4-3-3. Plenty of changes for John Gall coming into tonight's game. 5 changes in total. Getting the start up top is Nick Simmons, making his 5th start, the 3rd overall pick. We'll start with his former teammate at the University of Virginia, Umberto Pela, who gets his first start of his professional career. 2 new center backs in tonight, but familiar faces. Alvaro Augusto getting the start tonight alongside Slade Starnes. Slade Starnes will wear the captain's armband. This will be his 11th start of the season. Eric DeMoro once again between the sticks tonight for head coach John Gall as he makes his 11th start of the season. He has 35 saves on the season for North Texas, currently 11th in the standings, 19 points on the year, 4 wins on the season, just 2 wins at home, those at Choctaw Stadium. So now looking to get their first ever win here at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium. Meanwhile, for CITY2, David Critchley, he will have his club in a 3-4-3, 6 changes from the last match in the game against Austin, where they fell 2-0. Nate Martinez will get his 2nd start of his career between the sticks here tonight. Zach Lillington back in the starting 11. Emilian Chavez gets his first start at 17 years old. Kane Krause up top, another 16-year-old getting the start tonight, along with Jamon Barkley on the left side of him. Barkley and Krause will look to create up front and see if they can be a difference maker. The CITY2 side, they do have 28 goals on the year, but David Critchley thinks that they can be more lethal in the final third. Away from home this season, CITY2, they do have 3 wins, but have struggled as of late with just that 1 win in their last 8 games. In the first 2 months of the season, they had 6 wins to start the season. They were top of the class in the Western Conference. They're looking to get back to those winning ways here tonight. North Texas will come out in their red and blue kits with the white numbers. Meanwhile, CITY2 in the all whites with the red numbers this evening. Be a 1-1 between these 2 sides here tonight. Breaking in the new stadium here at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium as we are underway from Mansfield, Texas. These 2 teams familiar with one another. You have to go back the last time North Texas beat CITY2 back in the semifinals, November 2024, where they got the win. They would go on to get the win in the championship game as well. That being played just up the street in Frisco, Texas, as this is headed up into the sky. And then once again returned by CITY2, but we had a foul in the process. For North Texas, winless in their last 3 games. They have not played since June 10th in that 1-1 draw against Vancouver, in a game that they looked like they were going to come out with a win, but gave up a late stoppage time goal. Head coach John Gall not happy with how the game finished in that really 3 minutes away from a win. Things go sour. Had a goal earlier called off due to a handball, but sometimes things don't go your way, and that's the part of soccer and part of these young growth, these learning points for these young players in their process. So late change comes on Umberto Pela. He's going to be off to start this game, and Enzo Newman in. So Enzo Newman now getting the start here tonight for Umberto Pela. Pela will have to wait to get his first professional start as we will resume play here. This ball intercepted that pass just right at the feet there of North Texas. North Texas in possession as they'll turn aside, and this will be dropped back. This ball played to the center. Thrown out here for City 2. City 2 on the season, 7 wins, 5 losses, and 4 draws. They've scored 28 goals on the season. Have allowed 25. They do have 5 clean sheets on the year. All time versus North Texas. City leading the way 6-3-2. This ball chipped forward, but stolen away by Torquato, but he can't maintain position. Lillington getting the start. He'll play it over to McDonald. McDonald with his 15th start of the season. First year with the club, coming over from Toronto FC 2. Here's Sidney Paris. Paris, one of the youngsters on this team, represents Puerto Rico. He was called up to Puerto Rico last month. 3 players called up to their respective national teams. Lucas McPartland called up to the U19 side for USA. Stone Marion called up to the U18 side. Marion getting a start here tonight in midfield for City 2. This ball played out wide by Starnes. Starnes back in the starting lineup, wearing the captain's armband once again. This ball chipped up the line. And find its way now to Alvaro Augusto, the 20-year-old Brazilian. Andy James tied for the team lead with 8 goals on the year. The other player with that, Edu Neese, also in the starting lineup here tonight. Edu Neese with 8 goals and 5 assists on the season for John Gall's company. Talking with John Gall about this City 2 side, what he wants to do is exploit the space and see if they can break him down on the outside. They want to be more savvy in how they defend their own goal. But in the last meeting, they had their chances. They scored after halftime and on a set piece. They want to change that here tonight. Can't fall asleep against the good players that City 2 has, as we will have a goal kick here for City 2. Says they have players that will hurt you, and they got to be aware at all moments. Meanwhile, for David Critchley, talking about this North Texas side, he wants to be able to eliminate their counterattack. Talks about how they can defend deep and they defend well, and they'll be ready for when this North Texas tries to unleash a counterattack. He really wants this team to continue to evolve and be clinical in the final third. Talked about how they kept a clean sheet in the first game, had good defensive responsibility, but really need to be committed to the ball and committed to defending here tonight. Slowing it up is Lillington. Lillington in the circle. Looking to go direct and over the top as it's headed away by North Texas. Here's Ian Charles. Charles under some pressure, able to dump the ball off as it's sent forward. Plenty of rest for North Texas' side, and talking with John Gall about that, talked about the challenges of the time off. Makes it difficult to work on things when you want to get that game action, but also a good thing, talk about performing consistently week in and week out and really change the mistakes that have happened throughout the season. Hoping to change that here tonight against City 2. That looks to be dangerous here. Nice sliding challenge and sent away for the moment, but regathered by City 2. An opportunity here for the visitors as it takes a deflection. And we'll have a foul called against City 2. John Gall, one of the things that he harped on our call is being more consistent. Talks about mistakes will happen. It's a chance for these young players to learn from those mistakes in order to grow. One of those times you have those inconsistent moments, and that's really the big change, the inconsistency here to make it to the first team where you need to be consistent week in and week out. Torquato will go up the line. Here's James. He'll go back to Torquato. Augusto over to Starnes. And a foul here called against City 2, and it'll go against Emiliano Chavez. Chavez getting his first start of his career. Chavez just 17 years old, looking for his first goal. Good showing tonight. And this home opener in a way here at Texas Mansfield Stadium as Torquato drives forward, loses possession. New stadium for 7,000 seats, soccer-specific stadium. Really the crown jewel here of MLS Next Pro. Got the ribbon on Wednesday. Team really thrilled to be here in this state-of-the-art facility. So it's going to be an attractive spot for players that want to make their way to North Texas. As striding forward is McDonald. McDonald trying to weave through traffic, and he's pulled down, and we're going to have a yellow card handed out to North Texas, and it's going to go against the captain and Slade Starnes. First yellow of the game here for Starnes. Clear foul right there, and now a dangerous opportunity here for the visitors. Free kick coming now for City 2. Jamon Barkley standing over the ball with the left foot. Shaman King down on the ground. Now Nate Martinez awaits. Martinez, with his second start of the season, has made 4 saves on the year. His lone start before this game. His last start coming back June 6th against Rapids 2. The strike at the goal, oh, off the crossbar. What a hit right there. And inches down, that would have been the opening goal of the game. Beautiful strike on the kick by Pearson, but unable to tuck it under the crossbar. Pearson wearing the captain's armband. He was a teammate, U20 level for Jamaica's national team with Jamon Barkley. So those two reuniting here at City 2. Of course, Pearson also a player in his first season with the club, previously with Columbus Crew 2 before making his way here to City 2. Also played for Huntsville City. Martinez sends it away. And we'll have a whistle blown here against North Texas. Eric DeMora once again between the sticks here for North Texas tonight. 35 saves on the year. His first season out of Duke. Has allowed 16 goals on the season. North Texas currently sitting 11th in the standings with 19 points on the year. If they win tonight, they can move up to 9th in the standings. Pearson. Billington for Paris. Paris will play it up the gut to Trip Clancy. This ball takes a deflection. And coming up with it is Augusto. Tries to play it out wide, but one right back by City 2. Hard challenge there by Augusto on the touchline to get the ball back for North Texas. James, he'll go inside. Starnes, the captain. See North Texas trying to use that outside space to work their way up the field against City 2. Good action right there. Here's an opportunity. Nees playing it in, but Lillington in the perfect position for City 2. Best chance coming moments ago. Chris Pearson with an electric shot on a direct kick. Went over the outstretched arms of Eric Demora, hitting off the crossbar. Still sitting 0-0 between these two sides. How about the record that North Texas had at Choctaw Stadium? Won 39 games, just 16 losses. But at that stadium, they scored a total of 172 goals. Hoping to do that here in their new stadium here at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium. They can make it a fortress like they did Choctaw Stadium. Just more good things coming for North Texas. Simmons knocked off the ball. Kraus trying to get by three defenders, collides. Another collision. This will be a foul here called against North Texas, and it's going against Caleb Swan. It looks like Swan's going to be our second player into the books. So Slade Starnes in the books earlier, and now Caleb Swan. There you see a clear foul by Swan. Pearson pushing up. Marion, he'll go backwards. Here's McDonald. Paris in the circle. City 2 coming off a tough loss against Austin in that game. Head coach David Critchley talking about how they got off to a slow start, but then they were able to find rhythm. Really felt that his team could have done better in many areas, but really need more intensity here in the way that they play. Came up against a team that was in form in Austin. Austin now have won 8 in a row after the victory against City 2. The lesson for them in that game was, hey, we can respect our opponent, but we cannot give them too much respect. Still have to have confidence in who we are and what we are capable of. Good learning moment here for the City 2 side as they hope to build off that loss against Austin last week. Tonight's match is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Charging forward is Neese. Neese out wide into the channel. This ball sent away with ease by Sidney Paris. Back to retrieve it now is Starnes. Another hard foul here by City 2, and a great opportunity coming on a set piece here for North Texas. Slade Starnes was the man that went over Lillington with a foul for City 2. Lillington going right into the backside of Swan. Second meeting of the season between these two sides. City 2 with a 2-0 win in the first match. Leandro Gonçalves with an own goal in that game, and then in the 48th minute, then Makai Joyner would follow it up. That goal being scored in the 64th minute. These two teams will play again in St. Louis on August 28th. Neese looking to play this in for North Texas. Has not scored since May 23rd. That goal coming against Quakes 2, also in a game where he had 3 assists. Here's Nice, the shot. Oh, in a bad way. How about that save by Nate Martinez? Martinez going to the ground to make the stop, but a beautiful strike by Nice. Nice with a beautiful one-shot wonder right there. But getting his right hand to it with the stop is Martinez. And now corner here for the home side. Just waiting for a go-ahead. There's jostling for position. This ball whipped into the back post, headed back. Top of the area, the shot well over the intended target. Teams with excellent opportunities here in this game. Just moments ago at Nice for North Texas, and a brilliant save by Martinez. And earlier, a great strike off a set piece coming from Chris Pearson of City 2 that hit off the crossbar. Lillington will go up the middle. Really won by North Texas, but chance here to push forward by City 2. Marion trying to cut it back across, and this will fall into the arms of Eric Demora. Taekwondo got a piece of that. Demora coming out to scoop up the ball before there's any danger looking ahead was Kane Kraus. Charles. He'll turn aside. James goes inside. This ball played up the field. Newman was the intended target. Enzo Newman. Here's Swan. Drop back. This ball back post. No one there, and now Newman able to gather it in to Nice. Nice with the left, and easily stopped by Nate Martinez. Charles will go inside for Quado. Contreras will give it up. Contreras with a goal last week. Came on as a sub, a back heel. Contreras, his first goal of the season. Contreras, a player that represents both the U.S. Youth National Team as well as Honduras' side. Just 18 years old, out of Houston, Texas. About the MLS Next All-Star game that's going to happen. Benji Flowers announced the MLS Next All-Star game. Other players from this North Texas side that have played for the Academy and been in the MLS Next Academy and the MLS Next All-Star game. Isaiah Kakush, as well as Steel Cook. Malachi Molina, another player. Swan inside. Augusto, he'll give it up. Here's Nice. Texas going east to west at the moment. Trying to find some space they can find to work through. James. Scoop ball, but headed away by Pearson. Here's McDonald. McDonald able to weave away from traffic. McDonald under some pressure from Caleb Swan. Swan, he's going to continue forward to Martinez. This will be a throw here for North Texas as they maintain possession in the attacking third. Torquato. This ball swept in. Right idea there from Jaden Contreras, but couldn't link up with the intended target in Nick Simmons. All-time record favors City 2 against this North Texas side. 6 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws. Have not lost to North Texas since November of 2024. But they have struggled here as of late. Just 1 win dating back to the start of May. That was against this North Texas side. They had 6 wins the first 2 months of the seasons, but really have fallen apart here since then and trying to get back on target. This ball swung in, headed away. Charles. We'll have a foul here called against City 2. This portion of the match is brought to you by Children's Health, the official healthcare partner of FC Dallas and North Texas SC. Another team that was off to a hot start to begin the season, Dynamo Dos. They've lost 3 in a row. Meanwhile, look what Austin FC has done. Beat this City 2 side last week. Meanwhile, they are on fire. They had 2 wins in their first 2 months. They now have won 9 in a row, and they can make it 10 if they get a win tomorrow against Rapids 2. You see the ebbs and flows through the course of a season. Teams up and down. This ball sent forward, intended for James, but Lillington able to get back and cut James off. Chavez in the channel. Contreras over to defend. Chavez trying to turn away, double teamed. Clancy. Kabadehan. Nice hard challenge, won by North Texas. Good challenge twice now by Jaden Contreras there. Denying C2 advancing forward, and now North Texas heading the other direction. Nothing's going to happen here for North Texas as they lose possession, though. Looked like they had a chance there to push up the field. Paris. He'll survey. This ball played out wide. Paris Chipped out. Chavez for Kraus. Kraus drops it off. Capadejan under pressure by Charles, able to get the pass away. Here's Pearson. Chavez whips it in. Back post. That's Stone Marion make a run on the back post, but couldn't get to the ball. Just lacking execution that time for City 2. Oh, here coming, great crowd out for this home opener at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium, of course, with the World Cup going on. Czechia used this field as their training grounds. Sweden also using the stadium for FC Dallas up in Frisco. This World Cup action, USA back on it Monday, and the first ever signing, Ricardo Pepi. He might get the start on Monday night for the USA against Belgium. Ricardo Pepi, the first ever signing for North Texas. And there's just a list of numbers that have grown since then as this is played forward. Although one back by City 2. And going down the surface with Sidney Paris. About 38 players have made their pro debut since the start of Next Pro for this North Texas side. 40 players have appeared for both FC Dallas and North Texas. Swan able to drop it off for Charles. We'll have a foul. I think North Texas wanted advantage, but this is going to come back for a free kick. And the yellow card is going to be handed out. Capadejan will go into the booking for City 2, the first player in the booking for the visitors. Denise earlier in this half, he had a great strike on a set piece. It was about 10 yards closer, though. Stop that was made by the keeper, Nate Martinez. Matty James with the left foot, Nice with the right foot. James runs by. Here's Nice. Into the box. That ball just hopping over its intended target. Enzo Newman was on the backside, but it did hit off a City 2 player. He's set up for an inward swinging ball. He'll go on the ground to James. Newman. Nice. Into the area, headed away with ease. Only as far as Torquato. Enzo Newman now getting his 10th start of the year in his second season with the club. Enzo Newman last year missed a majority of the season with the torn ACL. His debut, his return, I should say, earlier this season against Rapids 2. Talking with John Gall about Enzo Newman earlier this season. Really incredible kid, super positive, really a warrior. I love that he's back to 100%. Really a player that plays with his heart on his sleeve. It's really like getting a new signing back. One of those players that is a great leader for this North Texas side. City 2 struggling as of late, have lost 2 in a row and winless in their last 3 games. Here's McDonald hoping to change that here tonight. Chavez inside of McDonald. McDonald plays it forward, but no one ahead. Stone Marion, the nearest player for the City 2 side. Demora. He'll send it away. Vadehan loops one in. Newman plays it in the center. And a whistle here against City 2. And this is going to be a foul against Trip Clancy. This portion of the match is brought to you by Avocare Rehydrate. Hydration for today, tomorrow, every day. Torquato. Nice. Swan. Play it to midfield. Nice looking to create. Newman will play it out wide. Simmons loses possession. Augusto will go all the way back to Eric Demora. Relatively quiet first half. Just seen one shot by City 2, but that one shot glancing off the crossbar. Meanwhile, North Texas here in the first half, they have 3 shots in the game, 2 of them on the target. Paris. Capadehan coming over from championship side, Cardiff City, where he spent 2 seasons. Majority of these clubs here in MLS Next Pro, a mixture of younger and older players. And for St. Louis City 2, they do have quite a few players in their 20s, but they also do have a lot of younger players. And talking with head coach David Critchley about this, as Gabadehan has an opportunity to send one in. He'll work his way down the end line, cuts it across, and this ball won back by North Texas. But really talked about the biggest thing the older guys have is confidence. Really getting some of those younger players to get that confidence, but he loves the respect that the older players have for everyone on the field, giving those younger players confidence. But younger players now coming in with a chip on their shoulder. And really one of the things he doesn't want these younger players to come into is coming in hiding or feeling overwhelmed. They're going to help guide them in. But really they want these young players to come in with a belief in their abilities, regardless of age. Seen in the world of football, if you believe that you're good enough, you believe that belong, a lot of times that is what can help propel you to a solid soccer career. Cabadehan under pressure by Nice. Here's Pearson, the captain. Marion. Torres sends it away. And how about this opportunity for North Texas? And we're not going to get a foul behind. North Texas thought there was. And there might be an argument to be made by Nick Simmons. It looked like there was a grab of the waist. There was the grab by Lillington. That's a clear foul right there. But our referee does not agree, and we will play on. That's a tough pill to swallow if you're North Texas. Right there, it looked like a clear break by Nick Simmons. Lillington in a last-ditch effort, grabbing the waist of Simmons, but able to get away with it. Here's Marion. McDonald. Kabadehan. Barkley out wide. Just on the edge of the area is Chavez. He'll go back to Paris. Moments ago, what looked like a goal-scoring opportunity by Lillington, the man in possession, able to at least knock Nick Simmons off the ball. Looked like he grabbed the waist. But here's one of those things that head coach John Gall talked about. Sometimes things don't go your way. Sometimes calls don't go your way. How do you respond? This ball is cut in and sent away. And now this North Texas side will look to respond. This is really one of those growing moments here for North Texas. Lillington. For Pearson. Augusto, they go into the circle. And a giveaway here by North Texas. Kraus dragging the ball with him down the field. McDonald, Chavez. Paris. Talking with David Critchley about this season and being the attacking third and the different shapes that they played over the course of the year as this ball is cut back, played in, chipped up. Here's Newman, and he'll play it away. He's talking about how they have operated out of different shapes, really how these players have gone up in different levels and the behaviors, but he really wants to see this team be more proactive in the final third, be aggressive in their 1v1 opportunities, win the second ball, and find those loose balls where they bounce. They can pick up those loose balls, create another opportunity, find different ways to be productive here in the attacking third. They've yet to get a shot on target in this game. Pearson gives it away to Torquato. Nice just taking his eye off the ball. I had Torquato making a run down the line. And that's where you wanted to go on the return pass. Instead of just making an easy touch, got a little too fancy. Swan, little room to work with. Swan dashing forward. North Texas, they've been the more dynamic of the two teams in the attacking third, but nothing to show for it as of yet. Torquato. James We give it back to Torquato, just too heavy of a touch. Right idea. Barkley was a player that was fouled. Kraus, McDonald has Marion over to his right. That's where he goes. Marion to the byline. And that off the side webbing. It'll be a goal kick here for North Texas. Nice at midfield. Zamora sends this away. And away by Lillington. Newman turns, goes inside to Charles. Augusto. Torquato. James at the halfway line. This ball slipped ahead. Simmons. Simmons ran out of room. And there is our whistle. No stoppage time here. At the break, our score at half is North Texas 0, City 0, coming up in our halftime show highlights in our holiday weekend schedule. But after the break, a Pride Month story on the importance of soccer and community when we come back.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the City of Angels to the Heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields. Let's go. And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal, another another brick in a growing relief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
Welcome back. June was Pride Month, and we take you to Cincinnati and superfan Mark Brockman on how he and his soccer community found each other.
I'm Mark Brockman. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm an FC Cincinnati 2 supporter. I spend a lot of time paying attention to FC Cincinnati. The 2 team is ultimately just another outlet to get away and think about soccer for 90 minutes instead of whatever else is going on. I really enjoy the opportunity to come to the games, and the 2 team is so interesting because you can see young players and know, well, Andre Trilla debuted for this team last year at 16. Well, now he's starting for the first team, and he's one of the best ball progressors in the league. And you could have seen that last year at Scudamore. And I think that's a really cool experience, and I think there's something to be said for FCC fans who have never been to a 2 game. They don't know the highs and lows of MLS Next Pro, and there's nothing really like it to be around families and people, and you can hear everything on the field. And sometimes somebody's just going to rip a long shot, and it's going to go in, and the crowd's going to go wild, and you'll never see a replay, and you were there. You know, struggling with mental health and depression, it's really like a numbness and an apathy that gets to you. And for me, at least, it's what kind of ate away. I just didn't feel anything about anything. And FCC really provided me an outlet to feel again. And it was highs and lows and excitement and anger. And one of the first games I went to, we had a player allegedly bite somebody, and GB did not bite anybody. But you know, it's controversy and it's emotion, and it's getting back to feeling things, not just being numb to the world. I think Pride Month is about community, and it's really important for me growing up. I didn't necessarily always see representation out in front of me. So growing up, I didn't know. I knew I was different, but I didn't know if it was okay. And I think Pride Month gives you a really good opportunity to get out there and be loud and proud. And it gives the younger generation an opportunity to see people living their lives as gay people or queer people. I think if there was something I was going to tell a kid or myself when I was in the closet younger, it's probably the most important thing in your life is going to be loving yourself. And if you love you, you're going to find people who will love you too. I mean, people told me it gets better, and be yourself as a kid, and it always kind of sounds dumb and banal and cliche, but there really is something to be your authentic self, and you're gonna do what you're passionate about and engage in your hobbies and things you're passionate about, and you will find a community that you enjoy and that loves you for who you are. Ultimately, being yourself is going to be more rewarding than being anybody else wants you to be. And just don't be afraid, because ultimately none of it matters.
My name is Nathaniel James. You can call me Natty James. I'm a striker / winger from Trinidad and Tobago. I grew up in a place called La Hokata Rima. I grew up in the east side of the island. I started in a club nearby named FC Santa Rosa, and that's where I started playing football. My father, he saw that I had my shoes were always dirty after school and stuff, and when I came home one day, I was like, I want to start to play football, and he was like, you want to start to play football? So my father was actually the one who started carrying me out on the field, started passing, kicking, running, teaching me running techniques, everything. Then he got me into football because he used to play as well. After that, I just started playing, and I've been playing ever since. I was in Jabloteh, and I was playing youth football there. So at that time, I got selected for the under-15 national team. At the time, I was just so happy just to play and just to be around this environment, and I was just so excited for my future and what I could do, and yeah, it's been going good so far. I remember actually getting called to train when I was 15 as well. So I was training with the national team since I was like 15. And then I made my professional debut when I was 18. And then I made my competitive debut when I was 19. It was against Jamaica in Jamaica. You know, I came on, played like 15 minutes. I was so nervous. It was good though, it was good. I came on, had some nice touches, played really well, played as a striker. And yeah, I enjoyed it. And my first competitive debut, I actually scored in it. Yeah, so I came on for like 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes of the game, and scored the winning goal, and it was in a CONCACAF Nations League game. Yeah, it was one of the best feelings I've had in my life. When I was younger, I used to take a lot from different players. I think Messi and then Neymar were the two players that I would always look up to, like just watching football, because I was supported Barcelona when I was younger. And when I was like 15, like I started playing as like a cam, like a number 10, so I started watching like Dybala. And I wanted to be just like Dybala. I wanted to play like him, same left foot, same. I just wanted to move and play like him. So I think Dybala, you know, I already did my research, see what it was all about, not Texas or whatever. And then I had a meeting with Coach Carl. John, he gave me a call. It was like everything I ever wanted. He just told me about everything. He was like talking about the new stadium, Mansfield, showing me how good it's gonna be, the environment, and I just fell in love immediately. And I knew that I wanted to be here. I wanted to like put my best foot forward for this opportunity, and I've been trying my best. I've been giving my best every day, so I just want to continue that. From the first day I came here, I was like, I just want to play well, play good. I want to score, I want to assist, I want to help the team in any way possible, you know. So as of right now, my goal is just to help the team make playoffs and see how good we can do this season, see how far we can go. And I think we have a really good shot.
So my name is Edouard Nice. I'm from Belgium. I'm 21 years old, playing offensive midfielder for North Texas SC. Started playing for my hometown, Royal Sport. There's not a lot of people in my hometown. It's not really like a sport town or anything like that. It's just like a village, like a small village club. I played there for like 5 years. Yeah, that's where I started playing soccer. Coming from semi-pro back home, never won any trophy, never did anything, and then going to Northeast and just, you know, talking with the coach before joining them. He was talking about trophy, winning a national championship, and that's what I wanted. That's why I joined them. And the first year we lost in the semi-final, and we came up close, losing 0 games, losing 1 game, and it was the game in the semi-final. And then the year we came back, we won it all. So first big trophy for the college as well, first national championship, and it meant a lot to me. Yeah.
FC Dallas selects number 306 Edouard Nice from the University of Illinois.
No, it was crazy. I mean, I was sitting with my whole family on the couch in my house, and even my best friend from back home, and I just wanted to hear my name, you know. Thought that was the moment for me, and it happened. So I was really happy. And one of my goals coming to America as well was getting drafted, as well as going Division 1, and just that happening was like surreal. I couldn't believe it in a sense, because, you know, going from hometown club, village, playing 6 years there, then playing semi-professional, you don't expect yourself 3 years later to get called in the MLS Super Draft and signing professional for FC Dallas. For this season, I would say, yeah, I want to be obviously the MVP of the league. That would be a good goal of mine. You know, I mean, everything possible, you know, like winning the Golden Boot, everything. Like, but at the end of the day, I just want to win a trophy with North Texas. I know they won one in 2024, and I want to win one again. You know, I want to give my teammates the best like effort from me on the field, and just like they can look up to me and be like, yeah, this guy is like trying his hardest, and we want to work for him at the same time, and just help the team winning trophies.
On Wednesday, North Texas had its ribbon-cutting ceremony and first official practice at the new Texas Health Mansfield Stadium with a capacity of over 7,000. Mansfield Stadium sits on a 250-acre stable entertainment district and was the FIFA World Cup base of operations for Czechia last month. The stadium being the new crown jewel of MLS Next Pro. Scoreless here at the break between North Texas and CITY2, second meeting of the season between these two sides on the year in this new park, and it is a thing of beauty, a soccer-specific stadium holding over 7,000 fans. Chalk Stadium was a fortress in MLS Next Pro, and now they look Mansfield Stadium to be the same. Upcoming schedule tomorrow, back at it. 9 games in total. Revs 2 will kick off against Philadelphia Union 2. That game will kick at 11 a.m. Eastern. Dynamo Does hoping to get back to winning ways, have lost 3 in a row. They will welcome in Minnesota United to take on the Loons tomorrow. Austin FC, they're on a hot streak, a chance to win 10 in a row. They take on Rapids 2 tomorrow night. That game will kick at 8:30 p.m. The late game, Tacoma Defiance taking on Timbers 2. That game will kick at 10 p.m. Eastern. Plenty of action coming up tomorrow in MLS Next Pro. Here at the break, though, we are scoreless between City 2 and North Texas as we take a look at the halftime highlights between these two sides. And how about this opportunity early from Pearson? Beautiful strike just over Eric DeMora, but off the crossbar and out of play. Beautiful shot, but couldn't tuck it underneath the crossbar. And then a chance for Nice. He sends it in. And how about the save right there by goalkeeper Nate Martinez to keep this game scoreless? And then what looked like a foul that should have been called on Zach Lillington was called on Nick Simmons. Otherwise, Nick Simmons has a clear break, and that probably would have been a red card for Lillington. But no foul called against Lillington, and that is where we stand at the break, scoreless between these two teams.
Your team, your Texas SC.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the City of Angels to the heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields. And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one goal. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal. Another brick in a growing belief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
Scoreless here after 45 minutes of play between North Texas and City 2 and the grand opening of Texas Health Mansfield Stadium in beautiful Mansfield, Texas. First ever game played here by North Texas against City 2 at Choctaw Stadium. North Texas won a total of 39 games in the club's history, 172 goals in that time period, and hoping to do the same here at this new beautiful stadium that seats over 7,000 people. Great attendance for this first game ever here at Mansfield Stadium. Into it here tonight in this away home opener They play at Choctaw Stadium earlier this season where they had 2 wins on the season. Also had 3 draws to go with 4 losses. North Texas here struggling though as of late. Have not played since June 10th in a game that was against Whitecaps 2 north of the border, in a game that it looked like they were going to hold on and win for sure, but a stoppage time goal they gave up on a set piece, preventing them from picking up the 3 points. So 24 days off, back to the drawing board, but got plenty of rest, able to regroup and gather themselves here to get prepared for this opener here at Mansfield Stadium. Ricky Lewis now into the game for North Texas. Ricky Lewis getting the start last week for North, I should say 24 days ago for North Texas against Whitecaps 2. So he'll come on here in the second half, try to be a difference maker as this ball is played out wide. Cut back in at Torquato. Hits off the backside of a City 2 defender. And now a chance here for City 2 to counter, but Charles able to snuff it out. This ball just past the leg of Nice. Barclay loses possession. Barclay's had trouble finding a rhythm here tonight. Barclay is 8th star of the season. He was teammates with Chris Pearson for Jamaica's U20 side. Barclay does have a goal and 2 assists on the season, though. That last goal coming back in April against Ventura County. Newman wanting to connect there, but Contreras couldn't hold on to the pass. Contreras with a lone goal against Whitecaps 2 24 days ago. For Contreras, his first goal of the season. That's one of the things, again, with that off time, you hope you can build on that rhythm, that momentum of the game, but for this North Texas side, trying to find it here tonight. City 2, 1 win in their last 8 games. They got up to the hot start, 6 wins in the first 2 months of play. It was really between them and Dynamo Dos as the 2 best teams in the Western Conference. Dynamo Dos, though, they've lost 3 games in a row. They hope to change that tomorrow. Meanwhile, for Austin FC, they've now won 9 in a row, a chance to win 10 tomorrow against Rapids 2. They start off slow with just 2 wins in the first 2 months of the season. It's amazing how the season can change, the ups and downs. Really, you hear coaches talk about through the season, maintaining that level of consistent play throughout the course of the season. Torquato trying to play this ball himself, but Littleton comes and just boots it into the stands. Simmons off, Ricky Lewis on. This ball cut across, looked like it went over the end line. Indeed it did. It'll be a goal kick here for City 2. Ricky Lewis now into the game. His 10th appearance of the season, his first season with the club. Comes out of Georgia Southern, highly rated player. As here, Nice gets to his right foot and shot is blocked. Falls to Torquato, cut across. Nice with maybe another opportunity. And back post and in. No, it's waved off. Well, Jaden Contreras just couldn't time his run. The rebound comes right to Nice, and no goal. Just those little moments timing that run as this ball is lofted up the field. Andrew DeGon's on the field as well now for the City 2 side. DeGons will leave this behind. Long throw into the box, headed away. James, great piece on him as well as Adonis at the break. James goes hard to the ground. Did have 3 yellow cards handed out in the first half. Caleb Starnes, Slade Starnes, Caleb Swan also with a yellow card for North Texas as we look back at the challenge. Adeteye Gabadehan, the lone yellow card for City 2. Here's Starnes. Starnes wearing the captain's armband tonight for North Texas. On the other side, it's Chris Pearson. Nice. Contreras back to Nice. Swan plays it out wide. Ball played in by Newman. Sails over everyone, and this will find its way out as Natty James can't track it down. Another giveaway here by City 2. Can Enzo Newman and company capitalize? Newman, he'll give the ball up. Augusto for Starnes. Contreras. Nice. Newman to Contreras to the byline. Cuts it in. Swan on the doorstep and the goal comes from the home side. Ricky Lewis with the first ever goal at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium. Take a bow or take a backflip, Ricky Lewis. How about this? Ball pinballs around. Lewis at the top of the 6-yard box, gathers it, takes a touch, brings it to his right foot, and gets the opening goal of the game in the 54th minute. A 21-year-old with his first goal as well. Ricky Lewis played with the first team earlier this season. Now putting North Texas on the scoreboard in the first goal ever at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium. 172 goals were scored at Choctaw Stadium. That's just the first of what they hope to be many more. And now McDonald and company look to respond. The other thing North Texas is hoping to break against the City 2 side is their 4-game winless streak against them. Have lost 4 in a row. You have to go back to 2024 when North Texas defeated the City 2 side in November of 2024 in the semifinals. North Texas would go on to win the championship. Pedrino with a late goal for North Texas. Kraus takes a deflection, but right into the hands of Demora. Hit off Starnes, but Demora able to grab the ball. Kraus, good first touch, hits off the foot of Starnes. We have a player down behind the field. So medical staff out on the field. Tonight's match is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Chance for both sides to get a quick drink. No hydration break here this evening like we've seen in the World Cup. Of course, World Cup will continue on Monday. Mentioned how Czechia trained right here at Mansfield Stadium. Beautiful new facility. Sweden training at the first team's ground at FC Dallas in Frisco. And then, of course, you have Ricardo Pepi, the first signing ever by North Texas. He's already seen some time in World Cup action. He could see himself maybe as a starter come Monday night when the USA takes on Belgium. Canada bounced from the World Cup earlier against Morocco. Moises Bombito, a former player in MLS, Next Pro, out with Canada. Lawashier also getting the start. He had a chance for Canada today. Lawashier, a mainstay with Minnesota, he was. You see the development path from here at Next Pro all the way up to MLS. Matt Freese, the starting goalkeeper for USA. You also have Freeman, the outside back for the USA. He spent plenty of time at OCB before making his way to the first team and ultimately moving on overseas, as we'll have another sub come on here for CITY2. Alexander Junt will be the man coming on. 11th appearance of the season for Junt. Last year just had one appearance, just 17 years old. Trip Clancy is going to come off the field. So 2 subs so far for both sides. Say Enzo Newman, technically not a sub. He began the game, was a late substitute or late addition to the starting lineup. But originally it was supposed to be Umberto Pela. Pela was going to get his first start of the season. He'll have to wait until next week, maybe. World Cup action. How about Peter Musa for FC Dallas? A goal in Croatia's loss against England 4-2, but another player here playing in MLS. And here's the goal scorer, Ricky Lewis. He'll play it up. Opportunity here, cut across. Abadehan will send it away. Chance here for North Texas to add to their goal total. This home opener at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium. New home grounds here for North Texas. Starnes. This ball sent forward. Barclay slicing away. Didn't have a chance there. He was leaning back. Couldn't get the shot on frame. Newman. Starnes. DeGons. Newman. Over to Swan. Swan. Playing forward was looking for his intended target, Ricky Lewis, unable to connect with him. Kraus. He'll play it out wide. Advantage played here by our referee. Here's Patrick McDonald. Junt, who just subbed on moments ago. DeGons. Back to his right foot. Paris. Chris Pearson began this game on the outside of that three-back set. And now on the inside is Zach Lillington coming off at the break. DeGons. Here's Paris. Junt. He'll go across the field. I'm talking with head coach David Critchley about Pearson. As this ball is rolled back to Martinez, to Pearson. Really, he's loved how Pearson has improved to the speed of play as we have a giveaway as this hits off Pearson. Nice chips it in, but Pearson right there is really adjusted to the speed of play, but he's got a relaxed personality. You really want him to see him move the ball a little bit quicker and get into a quicker rhythm. But one of the things that they love is already improved on his technical abilities. They feel like he's the best passer on this team. DeGons cuts it back. Hard challenge won by North Texas. Here's Nice. Contreras. Nice at the halfway line. Charles playing it out wide. This ball played in the box. And it'll roll over the line, and we'll have a throw for City 2. This portion of the match is brought to you by UT Southwestern Medical Center, the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth. This ball won by Torquato, looking to get it on the return, unable to do so. Charles. Contreras. Charles in the circle. Texas doing a great job utilizing the space to their advantage, finding the gaps in the defense of City 2 to work their way forward. Newman able to keep the ball in play. Nice. Here's Swan. Swan turns aside. Nice trying to find something to work with. Ball to the deflection goes right to Paris. Paris knocked over, and this will be a foul called against Jaden Contreras. Contreras saying that he didn't touch Paris. Gons. Swan. Swan plays it out wide. Contreras, he'll go backwards and we'll have a foul in the center of the park. And this will go against Barclay. Well, Texas fans wanting a yellow card. See the shove from behind by Barkley. Cabadejan out wide. CITY2 looking to get one back, and Ian Charles and company know we will have a foul call against North Texas. Now a dangerous opportunity here for CITY2. In the first half, they had a chance on a free kick that Chris Pearson hit right off the crossbar. This one, though, a little bit further out and at an angle. Expect to be whipped in, see if one of these players can get their head to the ball. Lofting back post, and it'll go by everyone. Stone Marion, the intended target on the backside. Stone Marion, he's a player in his second season last year. Just one appearance, as we'll have a pair of subs come on for the visitors. Lorenzo Cornelius will come on. Off will go Jamon Barclay. Adeteye Gabadejan, he'll also come off, and Samuel Goldstein will come on. Four subs now used by CITY2, so just one remaining. The Gons. Neese, he'll drop it back. Charles. Charles fouled by Cornelius, who just subbed on the field. So, man, Charles getting a lecture now from our head referee. I like how he went back at Lorenzo Cornelius. And now Cornelius will also get a quick talking. Now for North Texas, win tonight. And it'll be 3 points out of that 8th and final position in the playoffs. Quakes 2 currently occupying that spot. Cornelius. Ball given away by DeGons. Here's Newman. Newman has Contreras ahead. That's where he goes. Contreras onside. Cuts it back. James, top of the area. James turns inside. Gets by 2 defenders. James chipped and out of play. And this will be a corner for North Texas. A beautiful move right there by Natty James to get through. I've just taken one too many touches at the very end. Trying to bring the ball to his left foot. But either way, a corner here for North Texas. James does a great job, gets by 3 different defenders, brings the ball his right foot to his left foot, and we brought it over to left. That allowed the defender of City 2 to tap it out of play. Needs to send the ball in. Drives it into the box. Headed up, but not out of danger. Swan deflected, gets it back, and now 2 for the home side! Caleb Swan with his first goal of the season. This ball headed up, comes right to Swan, hits off defender, and then the second opportunity, Caleb Swan puts it away, and North Texas lead in the 72nd minute, 2-0. Caleb Swan and Ricky Lewis have their names as the first 2 players to score here at the new stadium, Texas Health Mansfield Stadium. The new home grounds for this North Texas side. North Texas winless in their last 3 games. A chance here to break that, as we'll have a pair of subs come on now for the home side. What's wrong with the goal in the 76nd minute as Timmy Ospina will come onto the field. Ospina on. Also coming onto the field will be Davion Kimbrough. Kimbrough coming over from Sac Republic for the USL, where he was the youngest player to make an appearance at just 13 years old. Davion Kimbrough, we'll see if he can make a difference here for this North Texas side. Gons. They go back. Paris. Here's Paris once again. Paris inching forward. This ball backside of the box, knotted down, but Torquato able to get his body in front. The shot, and that deflected away by Augusto. Great opportunity on the shot attempt, but City 2 still held at bay. Samuel Goldstein, who subbed on about 5 minutes ago, that had the opportunity, that was blocked away. This ball headed out. Kimbrough plays it out wide. He'll continue up the field. Ricky Lewis with it. Has Kimbrough making a run. Switching sides. North Texas looking for 3. The byline cut in. And how about that save by Martinez going down to stop Contreras. Great opportunity right there by Contreras. Once again, Martinez able to come up with a stop, but a corner here coming. Last time they had a corner, they scored. It was a Caleb Swan goal. This ball whipped in and punched away. With a foul in the box. Now City 2 will use their final sub. Blake Wilson will come on, and King Kraus off. This portion of the match is brought to you by Advocare Spark. Energy for today, tomorrow, every day. Fans loving what they are seeing tonight here. Just a hard challenge, respecting the gritty work. North Texas, a chance to have their third win at home on the season, but their first here at Mansfield Stadium. Just join us. Both goals coming here in the second half. Ribbon cutting here for Texas Health Mansfield Stadium on Wednesday. This home opener for North Texas at their new stadium. Ricky Lewis in the 54th minute with the opening goal. And then in the 72nd minute, it would be Caleb Swan scoring the second goal for North Texas. And that is what we stand. Another big thing would be if North Texas can hold on to this, get another clean sheet on the season, it'd be their second of the year. Here's Starnes. Starnes, a player that grew up playing in the academy under John Gall, a player that he has known since he was about 8 or 10 years old. A player that went off to SMU, got bigger, got more physical, came back to the club. Really one of the things that he loves about Starnes is he knows what he's going to get through him. He knows that he's going to run through a brick wall for him and his teammates. One of the things that he loves about Slade Starnes is he's a demanding player. Really has been a warrior for this North Texas side. For Eric DeMora, it would be his first clean sheet of the season if the scoreline is to hold. That's the one thing you know North Texas wants to keep up. It's holding CITY2 at bay. Still looking for more. This ball chipped in and stopped by Martinez, but offside flag was up. Texas doing a great job defending. They're also making it hard for CITY2 to get across midfield. CITY2 yet to get a shot on target here tonight. CITY2, maybe this is the opportunity they can do something in the final third. Shunt plays it out wide. Cornelius. Paris. McDonald goes back to the center. DeGans. Pearson. Looping ball forward. Nice ball headed up and over. Great ball in there by Pearson, but unable to finish was Goldstein. Goldstein getting right underneath the ball. Idea was there, just couldn't get it. Player down is Enzo Newman for North Texas. Great crowd out here tonight. Of course, staying the first team, FC Dallas. They'll host Orlando City on July 15th right here at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium. That'll be a friendly. Those players on both sides for FC Dallas as well as Orlando City. Orlando City. be playing still in the World Cup. Orlando City's goalkeeper, Crapo, now out of the tournament after Canada was eliminated today by Morocco. This ball played into the channel. Back post sailing. To Gons. Chips it in. McDonald. Paris in the half space. Pearson. Cornelius. Cornelius under pressure. Espina making him turn away. Paris, how about that move to get around Lewis? Then gets around a defender at Nice. And then a hard challenge by Charles, and this will draw the whistle. How about that movement, though, by Sidney Paris? Gets around Lewis as he grabs his arm and then gets by Nice, and then Charles with the hard challenge. Clear foul there by Charles. Got the leg of Paris. But now a chance here to get one back for City 2. Stone Marion standing over the ball. Stone Marion, player that David Piercy had high praise about. Talked about coming out from the academy. Really liked what they saw from him at center back. Showed that he could score on set pieces. Then they moved him to the outside, really learning a new position here at right back, also playing in the midfield at right wing. Adjusting to the new position, and we'll see what he can do here on the set piece. Has to do different teams right now, but really excited about his potential. We're gonna get one back. Just didn't have the touch that he needed to get that shot on frame. Player that they feel has a bright future moving forward. Now coming on the field as Enzo Newman's night is over. A chance for Lucien and company to put this game away. Defenders out. Now Texas, a chance to have their 5th win of the season. Maybe 3 points out of that 8th and final playoff position. Well, Texas, last season, the club that finished 6th in the Western Conference. That's when he had 43 points. It's just 2 years removed from winning the championship, hoping to get back there once again. Last year as Red Bulls 2. 3 years ago was Austin FC. Austin FC currently top of the standings in the Western Conference. They have a chance to win 10 games in a row tomorrow if they can get the win against Rapids too. Paris. Chance here for Tamura to send the ball away. Up next for North Texas, they'll be on the road against Rapids 2 next Saturday. That game will kick at 8 p.m. Eastern. Meanwhile, for City 2, they are also on the road taking on Dynamo Dos. That game will kick at 7 p.m. Eastern. Dynamo Dos, they've lost 3 in a row. They play tomorrow. Here's Paris. Cornelius. Chance here for City 2. The shot blocked away by Torquato. Torquato doing a great job getting the firing lane on that one as Emiliano Chavez limps away. Now Chavez will go to the ground. City 2, they've used all their subs, and now North Texas helping to stretch out Chavez. So that's all you hope it is cramp, nothing more. Chavez with his first start of the season here this evening, just 17 years old. Last year had 6 appearances. Cornelius. Paris. Here's Pearson, the captain. Paris turns aside. McDonald, relatively quiet evening for Patrick McDonald. He finds Paris once again. Paris attacking the area. McDonald for Cornelius. DeGans. Paris pushed over from behind, and this will be a whistle. This whistle is going to go against Marlon Lucen. Marlon Lucen is going to be talked to, as there you see the push. And then the push on the ground from Paris, and then a push back from Lucen. Tempers flaring, just competitive nature between the two sides. No chance here on set piece, though, for City 2. Chance to get one back. We've seen some crazy things happen in MLS Next Pro. They're scoring goals 3 minutes apart. So you never know what could happen. You go back to the game for North Texas against Whitecaps, too. They gave up a late goal in stoppage time on a set piece. Hoping not to do the same here tonight. This ball played in, and this will go out of play. Send it back in. We'll have our final sub for North Texas as Ian Charles will head off the field. And Benji Flowers will come on. Benji Flowers named to the MLS Next All-Star game. So Flowers comes on and has a chance here to close it out for his team. Back is Agosto. 5 minutes of stoppage time to be added on in this one. Long throw into the box. Headed up, but not out of danger. Demora punches it out. And Torquato will send it down the field. This ball sent ahead. Maybe another opportunity here for North Texas. This ball is shot. It takes a deflection, goes out of play. That one would have been better off being passed over. Here it just needs to be played over. You have 3 players on the right, but unable to play it over was Benji Flowers. Benji Flowers maybe being a little too selfish that time down. Have Ricky Lewis making a run down the back post. Looked like it for sure would have been a goal coming for North Texas if Flowers would have passed the ball off. Learning moment right there. Starnes plays it down the field with his left foot. Foul here against North Texas. Now they're going to say against CITY2, so it'll be a kick here coming for North Texas. So 24 days off since North Texas last played against Whitecaps 2 in a game that they should have won. Gave up the late goal in stoppage time. 24 days to think about that coming into tonight. And tonight, they've been the better of the 2 teams in terms of possession, in terms of being effective in the attacking third. 2 goals being scored here in the second half. Ricky Lewis and Caleb Swan with the goals. As this ball is sent down the field by Demora. Chance here for North Texas to get their second clean sheet of the season as well, and the first for Eric Demora. Lewis, the shot, oh, make it 2 for Ricky Lewis. Lewis capped the night off with a brace. Kimbrough playing the ball in. How about that dummy ball there by Flowers to Lewis, and Lewis finishes. Heads up play right there by the MLS Next All-Star. Benji Flowers letting that go through his leg. A beautiful ball in. And Ricky Lewis does the rest as he puts this one to bed. First game at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium will be a victory for North Texas. 39 wins they had at Choctaw Stadium. It was a fortress, and now the new fortress has been built in Mansfield Stadium as North Texas will get their first win at home. Such a beautiful park here. Over 7,000 people that can fit into the stadium. Really, the new stadium that MLS Next Pro teams are going to have to compete against. You have to think, if a player's looking to go to a certain team, maybe they'll look at North Texas here because of the facilities that are offered. And now a corner coming for CITY2. Outward swinging ball. Headed up. Unable to keep alive with CITY2, and we have a player down in the box. It's a Gusto down, but he's able to get up. Now Demora sends it into the Texas night. Beautiful 4th of July evening. And fireworks happening on the field and fireworks happening after this game for North Texas as they're going to get their 5th victory of the season. 3rd of the year at home, but their first right here at Texas Health Mansfield Stadium. Just waiting for the final whistle. Pearson, he had a great opportunity in the first half on a strike on a set piece that hit off the crossbar. And there is the final whistle, and North Texas Health Mansfield Stadium opens with a bang as North Texas gets the win by a score of 3-0. Ricky Lewis with a pair of goals in this game. Caleb Swan with the other one, as North Texas also get a clean sheet. Their second of the season, their first of the year for Eric DeMora. An all-around solid performance for the home team in front of their home crowd on this beautiful night. And our player of the match is Ricky Lewis of North Texas, and this is presented to you by Adidas. How about this ball in? Nice. Back to Contreras. Contreras cuts it across, takes a deflection, and then right into the lane of Ricky Lewis, and he gets the first goal at the new home stadium. And he deserves a bow. He deserves a backflip as he finishes the game with a brace because he was not done. How about this dummy ball? Great ball in by Kimbrough. Goes by Benji Flowers. And then the finish by Ricky Lewis to put the game to rest as North Texas get the win by a score of 3-0. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Josh Toll. Once again, our final score is North Texas 3, City 0. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Thank you and good night.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.